and then you actually get wealthy. It's a
But that's an
fucking
actual
scam.
very based business model, which is a scam. But
Yeah,
like,
it's been
very
happening for
based.
years. Andrew Tate's not the first person to do that.
It's just the people keep forgetting
Yeah,
that things like this exist.
people are kind of dumb.
Like even
Yeah.
you know, like those motivators. There's like, you know, corporate motivators. You pay them to go to a seminar and be like, "This is how you get rich." And you're like, very cool.
Yeah.
I paid $1,000 for this.
Right.
Will I make money? Maybe I will.
Yeah. I was talking to my friends about getting a financial advisor.
That's me.
Apparently,
Just
that's a
pay
good
me.
idea. You don't know what's to do with my money.
You don't know that. You're not a financial advisor.
What? I know I'm not a financial advisor. I know that you're not a financial advisor.
You just haven't seen my credentials yet.
There.
This is the proper way to start a podcast. You have to
I
talk
think
about
keep this in. Keep this in. Keep this
and
in.
then, you know, you talk about finances.
Yeah, rolling.
This is a podcast.
What was I going to say? I was talking to my friends about like getting invested in the real estate market.
I've been thinking about that, bro.
I think I'm gonna give it like a year, just to be a little bit more financially. I'm gonna properly.
Well, can you even afford a deposit right now?
Well, obviously not, but it's like the
Yeah,
idea
so-
is like save up for a deposit, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
deposit's like what 5% property roughly now,
yeah.
because it's been going down. The deposit, the
Okay.
amount you need to put. I think if that's correct. Like I ain't your financial advice. I don't know about the real
From
estate
what I've
market.
seen, like
From
the
what I've-
cheapest
yeah.
deposit you can get into right now is about 10 grand-ish.
Yeah, that's what I've also
Yeah.
seen. Yeah. So it's like,
But then you have
Yeah.
to keep up with the mortgage, though. So if you can't keep up with the mortgage, you can't get your house.
yeah. So well, the idea is you lease out your house, right, and get them to cover the mortgage for
yeah,
you.
that's how you do it.
I mean, that's how
That's how
renting
the real
works. Like
estate-
that's
yeah.
that's
But then
essentially what
again,
every.
if you don't have any place to live or you're still renting, then you're paying kind of double if no one rents your house. Unless you live in the house, then you're paying it for yourself.
Yeah. You want to? I guess you want to get a nice house so you can be getting more rent to cover
Sure.
that mortgage and your own rent at your house.
What's that snake eating its own tail? What's that called?
Or Jormungandr?
I don't think it's called that. Whatever
The
snake that
Midgard
is.
serpent.
The snake that eats its own tail. There's a name for it. Some Greek shit. But housing.
Yeah,
Unless you're already rich, then you buy a property, then you just get extra money.
yeah.
Crazy.
Or do I just, invest, just move into the house?
Well, that's the
question,
thing.
right?
Normal people, even like boomers back in the 70s, did they get to a point where their income is stable enough that they know they can afford the monthly mortgage, which is basically rent, but like double if you're just renting, and you can afford that first deposit, then it's just deposit, and then you're basically paying rent, but it's your mortgage. Then
Yeah.
in 10 years, you get your house. You own the house.
I mean, that's an unrealistic now, but like, yeah,
But
that
that's
is
kind of still the way you have to do it.
yeah, but it would not be 10
But
years. It would be a lot
yeah.
longer than 10 years.
Yes.
But yeah, that is kind of the idea, right?
Mm.
But then you got to factor in other stuff. I guess don't you have to pay like land tax and shit like that?
Oh yeah, that exists. But
Which I think is a stupid thing, but I don't actually. I don't really understand it yet.
well, it's because the government's like, you're making money off your house. Let me get some of that.
But you're not
but
you're not really
most
making
people
money
are
off.
renting out their house. They're like,
Yeah,
we're gonna take your money anyway.
yeah.
Because taxes.
I think the only fair way would be if that land tax went to like the indigenous community, bro, because it's
Oh,
not
true, true.
it's not the government's land.
No, it's not, Paige.
Fuck the government.
Australian land. That's very topical right now because yesterday was the 26th.
Yeah. I didn't see much going on. I just went to I was literally like in the cinema the entire day,
Yeah.
pretty much.
No, honestly, I was super surprised I didn't hear about anything crazy.
Well, I mean, like, what are they gonna do?
Well, there'd be protests, I assume. I just didn't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
any because I was just in a cinema.
I was at home all day, so.
It'll
Yeah.
just be the same thing year on year.
Either way, good on you guys. You didn't celebrate Australia Day.
No.
Good
No,
stuff.
sir.
Good
It's
stuff.
another
Yeah.
day for me.
What did I do? I watched the meat of the episode today.
Oh yeah, I just spent my day watching Ted, so isn't that
Wait,
based?
really?
Yeah.
Did you also watch Ted?
Not for the whole day, obviously.
Did you spend time watching? What's the other thing we watched this week?
Iron Claw.
Iron
Rawr.
Claw.
Rah, rah.
Yeah. I watched the movies The Color of Purple and Anatomy of a Fall because I don't know if you know, the other day the Oscar noms came out.
Oh yeah. Heard
So
about
I'm kind
that.
of getting through all of the Oscar stuff.
Hmm.
We watched a decent amount of Oscar stuff already, I think. Well, mainly like Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
That's
well,
big
the
ones.
big ones, you know. The top
Mission Impossible, we got a
hits.
couple of noms, but not for anything that... It was just like VFX and stuff. Godzilla got VFX.
Minus
Should have
one.
got best... Yeah, should have got
Yeah,
best
no.
foreign film. But it got
So it's
snubbed.
not foreign enough for them, hey?
No, they did a different Japanese movie.
What was it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's some Jap film.
I want to watch it though, because I'm using this Oscar noms as a reason to watch more movies.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
And I will say, The Color Purple got no noms, so I don't know why. I just watched that because it came out.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No,
I
I
don't know.
thought you said it was in the noms.
No,
But
I
you
thought it
lied.
was, but apparently it didn't get any noms.
You lied to yourself.
I lied to
and
myself.
us.
But I watched it and it was pretty decent. I thought it was a little bit bloated. It's a long ass. Oh, it's a musical, by the way. If you're not familiar with The
Oh.
Color Purple, it's an old musical. This is a remake of
Just
the old
like
stuff.
Mean Girls, but not really.
Not like Mean Girls. I was actually thinking about which is better, this or Mean Girls. And I think Mean Girls is kind of better.
Dang.
I mean, this one was pretty interesting. It was about America in the 1930s-ish. It takes place over a few years.
Depression time.
But yeah, and it was like the role of women and also African American people
Mm-hmm.
and society.
In the depression times.
Yeah, that didn't really factor into it that much. But
So what was happening?
it's a lot of drama. There's a lot of... So the premise, I guess... Okay, this is the part like where I'm like, why I don't think it was that amazing is because like I can't really succinctly describe the premise because it's just
Is it jumbo
it goes for
things?
so long. It's
Okay,
just
yeah.
like so much shit happens, and some of the stuff just isn't resolved, and it's like a little bit.
Mm.
But I guess it's like girl and sister. Sister goes off. No, girl is forced to marry someone.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to say goodbye to her sister. Also, she had kids, but then her dad just like gave the kids away or something.
You're selling kids based.
Yeah. And so she goes and stays with this. She goes and gets married to this abusive husband. Because 1930s, you know how it'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things be crazy back then.
And then she's separated from her sister that like time jumps into being adults. And then she's like, yeah, just living out her life with her abusive husband.
They
and then-
reunite.
They introduce like more women as well, but like they do it in a way that some of them get more screen time than others. Some are just like in the background, and I guess so. They'll show up, and I'll be like, "Who was that? Oh, that was that person that was in the scene." And yeah,
This is just weirdly written musical.
it is quite weirdly written, and I feel like it's just not concise enough.
It insists upon itself.
But the actual music's really good because it was like bluesy sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's not your typical.
19.
It's not your Mean Girls.
You know.
It ain't modern the pop style
It wasn't
musical.
what was on Mean Girls? Megan Thee Stallion. Was she in Mean Girls?
Yeah, she was. Oh,
Yeah.
but we actually did have a few. We had John Batiste was in it. If you don't remember, he won the Grammy for Best Artist or whatever last year.
Huh. Okay.
I think last year. I can't remember. I think it was last. Yeah.
He won something.
Is he
I don't
related to
remember.
the
I don't
other
know if this
Batista?
is it her or HER, that artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in it. Can't remember if Oprah was in this one.
Oprah Winfrey.
I think she's in the original.
Oh yeah.
So maybe she might have been in this one. My boy from In the Heights,
Miranda sings.
the
Main guy?
Benny.
Oh. Benny.
Benny. I can't remember what the actor's name is, but Benny on the Dispatch.
Oh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he was in it. He was really good. One of the guys in the film is nominated for, I believe, Best Actor at the Oscars, but for a different role.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'll check that one out.
See, one thing we can confirm in this musical that they sing and dance.
They do. That's true.
That's
So
okay.
this isn't a bad one. I actually think it's really good, but it's just like it could have been better. I'm not familiar with the original musical, so I don't know how much you
Yeah.
needed to keep in or whatever. But yeah, like there's a point where the main character hooks up with this other lady, and then they never address it again. Really,
So one
and I was
time
just like,
fling.
okay, it seemed important at the time. They got a big musical number,
Oh.
and then just never again.
Maybe it's like a very cut version of the thing, of the original. Because if it doesn't make sense. Or it's
Yeah,
not
I don't know. But I did watch it in Hoyt's Lux.
the bougie one.
It's terrible. It's Village Cinemas, right? They have their own version, which is like gold class.
V-Bucks.
It's like cheaper, and it's a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hoyt.
This is the reason Hoyts doesn't really put much advertising to the Lux.
Yeah.
Then why
It's not great.
bother having it then?
Because every big chain cinema has.
Yeah, but then if no one's buying the Lux.
Well, I assume people are. I just think it's
Definitely
bad.
are.
I just don't.
No,
I
okay,
like
people
my
still
personal
buy it,
review.
I reckon if they don't advertise it, it's the regulars that are using it because the regulars are the
No.
loyalty people.
They're using their points.
Oh yeah, it is not worth going unless you're a member because the price point is just way too high. It's $50.
Oh, yeah.
Comes with a popcorn and drink.
Yeah, that's
It tells you the
V-Bucks
class
money.
of people going there.
My logic was, I'm running a bit late for this movie. The gold class one's at 5. At 5 minutes later. So I reckon I could probably make that one. I could have just made the previous session. I don't know why I did that. So I wasted so much money on
Oh.
that.
So you wanted to see the whole thing. Like, with
I probably
the
still, I
ads,
would have still been out of it because it was only a 5-minute difference. I was fucking stupid.
Haha.
And then I had to spend like another $40 on food.
Cinema food, bruh.
Well, it's a proper kitchen and whatever. It's gold, it's luxe, right? That's the whole
Was that
appeal
dinner?
is you get to dine and eat.
Yeah. Was that
Dine
your
and
dinner?
eat. It was my breakfast.
Oh, you did in the morning.
Breakfast, lunch, sorry.
Yeah. Brunch.
Eggs Benedict.
The other movie I watched last night was Anatomy of a Fall, which is a French crime thriller legal drama.
Really?
That one was really good. Premise was essentially wife discovers her husband dead and she becomes a prime suspect, but also her blind son is like the only witness.
Haha, witness.
Yes. Sorry, I'm
Was
just going to have a
it-
tissue for
Didn't I give you the box? I did. What's he gonna do?
I think maybe it is. Oh, I don't
Alright. You can turn it off if you know how to turn it off.
know.
There's a knob on top.
No.
Yeah.
Can you like jerk it off? Jerk the knob?
It's like a knob, you know? In the literal sense.
You're a knob.
Master,
I am a
giving
knob.
Nobby a fan.
Turn to
Nobby
your
is
left
free.
or
Nobby
counterclockwise.
will pee.
It's a bit
Zero.
stiff, you know? It's a stiff knob. There you go.
it's
Yeah.
just this thing.
Oh, that's the other knob, you know?
Is that a
it's
knob?
But that's the knob with the numbers is the speed thingy.
All right.
Speedo.
But yeah, Anatomy of a Fall was pretty good. I enjoyed.
Nice.
That's been nominated
Was it
for
in
Best
French?
Picture.
Is it in French?
There's a bunch of cool things about the movie, obviously, but like a cool thing is the use of French and English.
Oh yeah, a bit of a mix.
It represents like kind of. It represents the characters in interesting ways because some characters want to speak English and some characters want to speak French, and then there maybe has to be compromise, and that's one of the themes, I guess. Compromise.
Okay, so do they compromise by speaking Frenchlish?
Well, maybe so. It's without getting into too much. Maybe character might be German, so that's speak English as a
Okay, yeah.
middle ground sort of thing.
Yeah.
And also
That's
the
just
thing of
not
having characters in court who don't particularly speak French too well, but they have to because that's
They're
the
in
rules.
French court.
Yeah. Which is something that, as a legal studies student, is something that, like, Australia,
They usually have
they try
translators
and
for that.
fix that. Yeah, but that's a way to combat the thing. But yeah,
Unless the translator's lying. Ooh.
could be.
But they would have taken an oath if you're a court assigned translator.
It's like, have you guys seen those videos of the like when they're doing that police press thing of like the
Yeah.
police talking, and then people doing like sign language interpretations,
Yeah.
but they've scammed their way into getting the role, and they're just
Oh,
doing
yeah,
gibberish.
there's some
that was-
instance like that where
Yeah.
fake, what do you call them? Hand sign people.
Yeah, it was like a interesting phenomenon, like last year or a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird stuff.
But hey, any way to get a job.
Yeah. Oh, and another cool thing about the film that I thought was quite topical was the suspect is an author. So
Just like you, for real.
the prosecutors starts like looking into her books and try to use it as evidence.
Just
Which I
like
don't know if
Young
you've been
Thug.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you've been following the Young Thug case, that's something. And they even say in the movie us a slippery slope. So like,
Yes. But would that, in that case, would that matter? It wouldn't be evidence to the case itself, but just, I guess, a judgment of character, would it?
well, they try to use it as use it as
Okay.
evidence. That's what the Young Thug case is doing as well. They try to use it as actual
Yes.
evidence
Oh, yeah.
by say like, oh, this character has
Gang affiliation.
that like the whether or not the books are based on real life,
Oh, yeah.
and then using that as it's evidence that, like, for example, if she writes like, I hate my husband, evidence.
Yeah, so
even
you're
though it's
admitting
fiction.
something, yeah.
So yeah, and I thought that was just super interesting because that's like that's happening right now.
Yes.
So yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah. What's the funny thing that the Young Thug's lawyer tried to spin? Like, thug means something under God.
Something humbled under God, right? Totally humbled under God.
Yeah. I'm a thug.
Yeah.
Are you a thug?
The other thing I watched this week was also the film Maestro, which has also
Maestro.
been nominated for a bunch of shit. It's Bradley Cooper directed, written, and starring in about the composer, songwriter, like a bunch of credits. Real life guy. I believe his name is like Leonard Bernstein, the guy who
Leonard
made
Bernstein, yeah.
West Side Story. Yeah.
Cool.
So it was like about his
American
life,
man.
and I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's gonna be kind of shitty this awards season because like I'm kind of rooting for all of these movies, you know, especially like Maestro, right? It's Bradley Cooper's like entire life's work,
Okay.
kind of, right?
It's a passion project.
This is passion project. It's about a very niche subject, right? And it's not like this is a biopic, but it's like not really your traditional biopic. It's kind of exploring a very niche part of this guy's life, which is like his relationships, I guess. Less of
Yeah,
like
okay.
his actual overall impact on the
That's
music.
about his work.
Yeah, it's not really about his work.
His son is playing Clash Royale right now.
Yeah, why are you playing Clash Royale?
Because I'm addicted.
Get your
Bruh,
ass off Clash
What
Royale.
are you from 2016?
And it's not Clash Royale.
Is it poker?
Is it Angry Birds?
Heyday.
Oh. You know, there's currently like a illegal slots gambling epidemic. Is that the right word? In Indonesia.
What do you mean illegal slots?
Because gambling is illegal.
Oh,
But people have been playing slots on their phone and like getting addicted and losing all their money and getting into debt and like being chased by debt collectors all over the country.
It's become a ritual
what
for
the
me.
fuck?
I ban it for myself. And then I install
Yeah.
it for 3 days and then I delete it again.
Oh, see, you're getting addicted.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are like spending their life savings on gambling because I guess they didn't realize, oh, gambling kind of bad.
Right, for me, gambling is just too complicated. I step in a
Yeah.
crowd casino and I'm just like,
Too many numbers.
what am I doing? Too many numbers. I dropped mass in year 10. This is even mass, but like, Numbers
Numbers-
equals maths to
Numbers
me.
scare me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess same thing here, but like it's been a long time sustained issue, but it's a new thing back in Indonesia because people have phones now and they can illegally gamble.
Well, I mean, I guess the interesting thing is they made it illegal.
Yeah, because it's haram, bro. Ask your Muslim brethren. It's against the Quran.
But yeah, in Australia, it's a really big issue. But
Yeah, see, they need to
not
make it
illegal.
haram too.
True.
Or tax the casinos more.
they won't.
No,
Nope.
nope.
I mean, I remember seeing last year there was some like scandal where some guy was getting sued or something. Or like
that's the Crown Casino
Crown
guy.
Casino was like
Because they're
did
money
illegal
laundering.
shit. Yeah. I don't know.
See, yeah, casinos are another avenue for easy money laundering. Oh,
We know
now-
that because of the friendly Jody.
Because we
Yeah.
know that. Yes, I think we've talked about it briefly before. But another funny thing about the gambling thing in Indonesia, it's now been being suspected that some campaign funds are sourced from this illegal gambling ring.
Yo, it's just like the beekeeper,
Yeah,
but
like the
Yo.
beekeeper, bruh. Isn't that crazy?
yeah.
Real life, more like a movie.
Yeah. Just like Anatomy of a Fall reflecting.
Oh, I get it now. Crown Queen Bee. It's a.
That's right. You
part
gotta
of the
kill the
hive.
queen
We
bee
gotta
to save
protect the hive,
system,
bro.
The hive,
Yeah.
man.
Gee. But yeah, point being, Maestro is pretty good.
Yes.
But I'm kind of. I feel bad for Bradley Cooper because I don't think he's gonna get. I think Oppenheimer's gonna sweep. And I don't think
Yes,
Bradley
'cause,
Cooper's gonna really get anything from Maestro. Even though I can tell by watching the movie that he's so passionate about this, which is just such a small. I don't know. Yeah.
so it hasn't. The Oscars hasn't happened yet.
No, the nominations are out there.
All right. Because I
And,
saw some.
there was the Golden Globes happened like
okay.
a week before or whatever.
Because I saw some Twitter discourse about how Margot Robbie didn't get nominated or some shit. No.
Yeah, so it is really weird. Like, okay, in my personal opinion, Margot Robbie not getting nominated for an Oscar, I don't think that's that bad. like, I don't-
No, man.
Like, look,
I mean, it's Barbie her best
call
performance.
me a hater,
or-
but like, I don't. Yeah, I generally do, I don't think it's even Barbie's her best role.
Yeah.
And like, that's yeah. Greta Gerwig probably should have gotten a director nom though.
Mm. Yeah, it's a big movie.
And I think the people are saying a thing about like, by having Ryan Gosling get nominated, that's kind of like, it's like the message of the movie Barbie about men and whatever. But also, America Ferrera got nominated for Best Supporting Actress as well. So
No.
I do think it's weird that director got snubbed. I guess, but though in my opinion, I don't know. Barbie didn't even make my top 10 list of the year.
Yes.
But then again, like, if you really want to get in the nitty gritty,
It's because he hates
look,
women.
if you really want to talk about how it's unfair that they're gonna go and get snubbed or whatever, fuck you. John Wick got no nominations. Okay, fuck you. That was my favorite movie the entire year. So I'm much angrier than you are. Trust me.
Take
Anyway,
that.
but that's a completely different story. That's about how the Oscars are. They don't get movies. They don't get them.
They haven't watched movies
They
in
haven't
20
watched
years.
movies.
Tragic.
Tragic. But yeah, Greta Gerwig probably should have gotten a Best Director nom,
That's fair.
even though the only nomination should have gone to the John Wick team.
they
fuck
got
you.
nothing.
They got nothing. They didn't even get Best VFX or whatever, which is like the category you kind of give to blockbusters that you don't feel like
Yeah.
deserve anything.
They gave it
Like
to
that's what
God-
Guardians of the Galaxy's got nominated for.
Yeah.
Godzilla, Dead Reckoning. It's like,
They gave it to Godzilla.
yeah,
Gojira.
I'm pulling for Godzilla in that category. Even though I reckon it could have gone for way more. But
Yeah.
fuck the Oscars being out of touch and whatnot.
Can we
Oscars
apply for
boycott
jobs
anyone?
in the Oscar,
Topical.
the Academy Awards? Who gets the jobs?
Well, that's the other thing, right? I was talking to my friend, and I don't know how accurate this is, but this is kind of based on me watching BoJack Horseman. But from my understanding, your team is meant to lobby for you to get an award.
You need to submit.
Yeah, you gotta like
Okay.
submit, and you gotta like campaign for it. Because I know
Oh,
Godzilla
yeah.
doing a lot of that in the lead up to
Okay.
the Oscars. Godzilla was going, "Yo, consider us, we cool," and I think that's why they pulled away with getting a VFX nom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't
there's
know.
a bit of effort.
Thinking like,
get
did
the old
Margot
people to watch
Robbie
this stuff.
and Greta Gerwig just not do that, or like
Maybe not.
I don't know. It's an interesting thing.
Only Ryan Gosling submitted his nomination.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm cool.
But I guess if you want to look at the bright side, even Greta Gerwig I reckon did deserve a directing nom, but maybe she'll peak later. Like I think she's still
She
on
got
the
more
rise, if that makes
things.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like. I reckon it's only up from here. So I reckon in the next couple of years she put out a banger. Easy.
And that'll be the one.
Because also a lot of the Oscars, I feel you got to look at like it not just being like, for example, last year with Will Smith getting Best Actor with King Richard. Is that his best role? Not necessarily,
It was a
but
good
like
role.
it's more of a legacy win. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
And I feel like you know,
It was a good movie though.
it was a good movie. It was fine. Like King Richard was good. I don't know. He's had a long ass career. Like I think he did he was really good at I Am Legend.
Yeah. Has he won an Oscar before?
No, that's why.
Okay,
That's what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Like, and he will never win an Oscar again because he's
Yeah.
banned from the Oscars.
Yeah, deserved win. Deserved win, you know.
Yeah,
Once and never again.
it was never again. Exactly.
He deserved that one.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not necessarily just a problem with the Oscars. Kind of award shows in general,
The big win.
because you always have to give out. Like in each category, it's one award, right? Even though
Yeah.
many things deserve it. Oh, an interesting one. All of Us Strangers, the film I watched like last week or whatever. That got snubbed from the Oscars, but it went up for best. Andrew Scott got nominated for best actor at the Golden Globes.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened there, but okay,
They didn't donate enough money to the Academy.
maybe.
See, all the
But it's weird though. A lot of indie films get generally speaking, blockbusters don't do as well. Well, it depends, right? I mean,
it's probably half.
maybe I'm
of,
just thinking of like fucking superhero movies or whatever. Don't do
Yeah.
well. But like,
maybe the judges are like, hey, we can't just we must look like we care. So here's some indie movies. It's compensation.
maybe yeah.
See, all the award shows are shit except for the 2022 Unholy Trinity Awards.
That's true. That was a banger.
That was okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the Oscars. I'm trying to watch every film I can before the Oscars just to
So we can
really
get the Jack Awards.
understand. Yeah, maybe I'll do the Jack Awards, but I think maybe I'll do a video on the channel. My view and stuff.
Jack reviews the Oscars.
Yeah. Like Ben Shapiro
Ben
reviewed the
Shapiro.
Oscars. Yeah.
He is Shapiro,
Yeah.
blunt hero.
Will he do that this year?
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, also, sorry, I
Yeah.
completely forgot. Greta Gerwig did get a nom for screenplay, though.
Okay.
So that was cool. Even though I reckon, I don't really agree with the category. It was like best adapted screenplay.
It's
Sure,
adapted
like
from
just
the
because
toy.
there is a toy, but like I
Aha.
think it should be kind of best original, but like I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of a bullshit
That's kind of a bit bullshit. Yeah.
nomination. Because it's what's it adapted from the story of the toy Barbie,
Yeah. But it's
which
not.
doesn't have a story.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's
Wow.
real. All right, just give me a second.
He by the nose. Yuppie.
He's gonna blow.
Blow.
Look out, he's gonna blow.
Boom.
There it is.
Oh, speaking of like upcoming videos, I am working on getting through The Last of Us Part 2 remastered.
Oh.
So hopefully, it might take me a while though, because the game goes for like 24 hours or something.
Yeah.
But that's only a day.
That is, but I don't have all the time in the world.
24-hour
Yeah.
stream. Let's go.
I reckon I'll hammer out a lot on Monday.
Monday.
Then I need to find an editor. Just,
Editor?
yeah,
For what?
to edit the video.
Oh,
Yeah, unless you wanted to edit it.
your stream.
What?
Oh, are you gonna your review?
Yeah, because remember, I'm trying to bring back players'
I
perspective
thought,
for the.
see,
Yeah.
I'm thinking like your gameplay. Oh, edit your gameplay.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it's
Yeah.
for the channel, I'll edit it.
Gosh.
Player's
Yeah.
perspective, return
Yeah,
of the.
player's perspective
Oh.
returns.
And hopefully I can. How many days do I have? I have 4 days left of the month. Ideally, I wanted to see if I could get this done before as just my review for January. February, there's a couple of games on the horizon, and I'm gonna either pick out of Skull and Bones or Suicide Squad to review.
Ooh.
Either, basically, which one other people think are better, I'll pick that one because I don't want
Yeah.
to spend money on a bad
On
game.
hit game. Will you play Bluey game?
Apparently, it's really bad, so I'm probably not going to. Also, that
But
came
it's
out like last
Bluey,
year, right?
Yeah.
The fuck
Yeah.
is that? A first-person shooter?
No,
No, it's just like your Peppa Pig games.
Yeah, but it's on PlayStation
I have
5.
no context for what a Peppa Pig game is.
Oh, it's like just like a
Point and click.
base. I mean, it's like you run around. It's like 2D,
Yeah, like
It's a
kindergarten.
visual novel. Probably.
probably. No, it is not. They don't have
in
that
what
much
dating
depth.
sim.
It's a dating sim, a Bluey dating sim.
Yeah.
Oh god.
This is my brother
Crazy.
George.
But I just
And
realized
it's
February
Bluey.
is literally going to be decide which live service game I stick with the rest of the year. To be honest, I'm kind of really interested in Skull and Bones because that game's been in development hell for like what, a decade.
I think so.
It
School
it got announced shortly after Black Flag, if I remember correctly, because it was meant to be like an expansion of Black Flag.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can. Sure. Yeah. What if we all get on Skull and Bones and we form a pirate team together and we just go like raid islands?
Yo.
Raiders.
But how much is game?
I mean, it's a full price game.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
But
dead
maybe
to
if I
my
like
word.
it could be your
Yeah,
one
if
game
you-
of the year.
If you can recommend it and you praise highly about it, maybe it is in the cards.
And they have announced a roadmap as well for
Oh,
content. Suicide Squad announced their first DLC to be like the Joker.
haha. Do you know how I got these scars?
Yeah,
Joke, man.
The
Joke.
Joker, baby.
it is the Joker, baby. I don't know. That game does not look very good, but I hope it's good though. That because in my opinion, I would also. I don't know if that one's good. I might end up playing that because I played the Arkham games, same universe or whatever. So I wouldn't mind jumping to that. Yeah. At some point, I'm gonna have to cover
Really?
Final Fantasy because the new one's dropping.
Oh, you want to play the new one?
Yeah, but like Final Fantasy 7 Part 2.
Oh, yeah. You ought to play the first one.
Yeah, I owned the first one, so I haven't touched it though.
It's very Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But I'd say more interesting than the newer installments of Final Fantasy 15 or some shit.
Final Fantasy 16 is the new one, the latest one, right?
I think that's it, yeah.
That
I'm not
one-
a big Final Fantasy fan in the first place anyway.
It was interesting because it came out and it was getting amazing reviews. Like,
Yeah.
but apparently people don't like it. I don't really know what that means though. Like, how's it getting good
Yeah.
reviews but people don't? I don't know.
Final Fantasy fans don't like it, or maybe only the reviewers like it for some reason.
I don't know. I think maybe they've changed from turn-based to the thing.
Well, that has been the case for the last, I don't know,
And
couple
maybe
of
they're
games.
just going further
Yeah.
and further into like.
Even the 7 remake is not turn based.
That was hybrid, right?
Yeah.
Is
It's
that one
kinda
like
like
is that one like Guardians of the Galaxy? Where like you're doing your typical third person shooting or whatever.
Yes, third person.
While you can control the other teammates kind
yeah,
of.
you can switch between, but they have if you're not on them, they automatically do the thing. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll probably check those out.
I've seen a playthrough of the first part of 7 remake.
Yeah. And so there's like a expansion to 7 or whatever. That's only on PlayStation 5. The
Oh, yeah.
the 7. I don't know.
It's
They
like
added
the
extra content or whatever.
prologue. It's like the prelogue or some shit.
I don't know. Whatever. I'll probably
Yeah.
play that version. Also, I really need to get through bloody Baldur's Gate 3 still.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. We also need to get back into D&D, guys.
Yeah,
Because I've been waiting. I've been like, I'm
cowboys?
ready. We just gotta get started.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you just need to start.
I was under the impression that we were waiting for you to give the signal.
No, I said it in the chat.
Uh-oh.
In the chat. My bad.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
But what were we waiting for? We're
Um.
waiting for something. Just for dates?
Yeah, that was it.
Then we all forgot.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot of free time next week. Just saying.
All right. We can organize something if everyone's.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then what
everything.
we have to do first is a session 0 to
Yeah,
just
fair
iron out character stuff. Yeah. Anyway, this
We'll go
has
back
nothing to do with the podcast.
Yeah.
But D&D's pretty cool. That's all. That's the relevance.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Do we want to? Do you guys have anything else to talk about before we jump into the main meat?
Nah,
Meaty
there's
speak,
most of the news this week.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about a certain teddy bear, perchance.
Ted.
Ted. The TV series on Peacock.
Called Ted. Peacock. Wait, who owns Peacock again? Is it like
NBC.
yeah, NBC? Ted TV show 2024, starring Ted by Mike MacFarlane.
You mean Seth MacFarlane?
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
Who's Mike? Hey,
It's
Mikey.
It's Mikey. You know. Thoughts.
Thoughts?
Thoughts.
Many thoughts. The thoughts are welling up here.
I've never seen Family Guy. I've never seen Ted.
All right, let's start with.
right.
Oh, I also forgot to say I finished Mythic Quest. That's a good show.
Oh yeah.
Excited for the new season. But anyway, sorry.
Ted.
All right. Well, me and Dia we're on our little Ted marathon of the 2 movies.
I watched one. Ted 2.
We haven't seen Ted 1. Ted 1 is like slightly better, but they're both kind of still shit.
Very of their time, were they?
Yes. But also still like bad for that. Like, well,
Yes.
Ted 2 especially, that was just terrible. Like the story was really bad.
But it's a weed the joke, bro. Isn't that funny?
Huh?
Weed the joke, funny.
Weird joke, funny.
It's like stoner humor, cause it's for
It's not
stoner. Because they talk about weed a lot and like, haha, weed. I do weed.
Yeah, but I don't that's I don't think Ted's really a stoner comedy.
Well, I mean, like the weed jokes.
the
'Cause, like,
first-
you talk about weed once. I'm like, okay,
I think the
weed.
first one's more of a stoner comedy than the second
Okay.
one.
Like, how many times can you make a weed
Because
joke?
the second one gets into like more like pop culture shit. Because it ends
Yeah.
and it has like a big climax in like a Comic-Con, and he's just like
Well,
doing a bunch
and they
of
have an issue of like a copyright thing. They talk about
Yeah.
So, anyway. Well, not copyright. Existential. issue.
yeah.
But how many weed jokes can you make in a movie?
Well, there was more in the first one, I think, because
Really?
they just do a bunch of drugs and shit. I think.
Yeah, more
From what I
stoner.
remember. I don't know. Anyway, point being, not great movies. So I had kind of low expectations going into this Ted show, but I liked it.
Hey, yeah, I gotta say it's a bit funny.
Bit funny. Did you find it a bit funny?
A bit funny. A
Yeah.
little bit funny.
In
That's
fact, I'd say
amazing.
this is a quite good show.
Yes, it does tick the boxes of a situational comedy,
Yeah.
and like it has its episodal. What do you call them? Conflicts. Not conflicts. Storylines. There you go.
Yeah.
So it works.
I guess the difference is these are like, twice the length of a sitcom episode, right?
Yeah, they're like.
But this season's
30 minutes.
like shorter. I feel like
True.
to its detriment, it probably could have been a longer season. but you could kind of see why it needed to be shorter. I reckon because of budgetary stuff.
They're testing the waters.
Because I'd say this show looks really good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They're spending all the
visual
money
effects.
on the fur simulation.
yeah, and I think like they did a good job. Like they managed that budget really well, and Ted looks incredible.
It looks like
he looks
what
better
he
than
looks
he's
in the
ever looked.
movies,
I think he looks way better than
okay.
he looks in the movie. At least, I don't think the CGI for Ted in Ted 1 has aged that well.
Yeah, right.
But good. And I thought it was all the performances were also good because they were talking to funny mocap man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but short mocap man.
I think it was just Seth MacFarlane who does the mocap for Ted.
Does he crawl on the ground like a baby?
He probably does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's
Good stuff.
funny. Characters are kind of, somewhat relatable.
You're
relate to
just like it's
Ted.
literally me.
Literally me.
Yeah. I thought the characters were good.
They have personality.
Yeah.
Jonathan,
You are banging my daughter.
did you watch the same Ted?
Did you watch the
John.
same Ted?
John.
John.
Is he
Who's
not
John?
Is he not John? Who the
Are you thinking of Garfield?
who's the main guy's name?
Wasn't
That's
Why did I think it was John?
guy.
it? Where?
It was John. Right?
Was it John?
I forgot his name.
It was John.
What's fucking...
I always
his
called him
name?
Mark Wahlberg. the
Yeah,
guy.
Mark Wahlberg.
Fucking
He's
John.
Marky Moo. Hey, John. You like weed?
It's fucking John.
Is it?
His name's been John for the movies and the whole TV show. And he's like, Johnny.
Oh, you Johnny.
What the hell? What happened?
See, we associated that character
I literally just called
with
him Mark.
Wahlberg,
Yeah.
and like he is that character. Mark Wahlberg is real in that movie. That's Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg.
Mark, you're banging my daughter.
Well, I thought the kid who plays him does like a great job at emulating Mark Wahlberg.
And he's Boston.
And his busted accent and his like mannerisms in those movies and stuff pretty well. So I think it's well cast.
Clearly not a fan, maybe just a scholar.
He probably watched Ted 2
Mark Wahlberg
50
scholar.
times.
Probably watched it too. I like the rest of the family. They were played well. They were nice. Yeah, good acting. Acting.
Yeah, I like the family. They be a real sitcom family. Like,
Yeah.
This is a sitcom family.
He's a real
I feel
family.
like maybe in terms of some of the detriments of the show. So I reckon the sitcom stuff is both a strength and a weakness. I think like it definitely feels like Seth MacFarlane is in more of his comfort zone.
Yes, he's using his Family Guy tricks.
Yeah,
on him.
to the point where it feels at times
It's a bit
too much
Family
like
Guy.
Family Guy. I feel.
Yeah.
They all are pretty. All the episodes are pretty formulaic.
Yeah, they usually have
They
their,
follow the sitcom formulas,
yeah,
right?
they have that conflict, resolve conflict.
Yeah, you got the A plot, the B plot, C plot,
Mm-hmm.
working all that.
Wait, I like that. I just realized there's this family and there's a guy, there's a wife, there's
Family
a
Guy.
kid,
It's
Yeah.
and there's a
Family
girl,
Guy.
and there's a talking dog.
That's Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally Family
Wait,
Guy.
without Stewie.
Yeah,
And
Oh, Stewie's John, but reversed.
I guess so.
yeah.
Old Stewie.
And cousins Meg.
Brian.
And we got Peter.
Yeah.
But I guess Peter's more of the main character. But in this one, it's John. But still the family bit.
Yeah.
Big family.
Stewie became the dad, and Pete became John, Mark, whatever.
Oh, we learned
Circle of
about
Life.
the A plot, B plot shit in
Yeah.
media studies class. Not media studies.
Yeah.
Like, whatever year 8
Yeah, it
Something
was
class.
media
class.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is, because it's sitcom basics, right?
yeah.
So I feel like sometimes it do be generic sitcom. And like with the terms of how they do the A plot, B plot, C plot, they really rather than like the previous TED things, they really want to embrace more of an ensemble approach to it.
Yeah.
So like they'll have plot lines that don't have TED in it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess.
I mean, at least one of the plot lines would have Ted.
No, yeah. So like you got your A plot or whatever, or like there'll be like one of the 3 plot lines, right? Will have Ted in it, but the other 2 won't because Ted's off doing whatever that plot line is.
Yeah. Oh, they should have named this show. What's their family name?
Bennett's.
The Bennetts.
Yeah.
And Ted.
Yeah.
I
feel like it does feel like
the
that.
family name. It's just Mark and the family.
Yes.
Mark Wahlberg and
Mark
the Bennetts.
Wahlberg's family.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess that's kind of the thing with the show. I feel like it is just a bit generic in nature.
Oh,
I think what carries the show is probably it's well written, I guess, in terms of the joke stuff, and I think it's pretty funny.
It's not bad.
Yeah. And I like a lot of the 90s stuff.
Yeah, a lot of
It
90s
do be
references.
pretty 90s.
Because it is set in the 90s.
The interesting thing, though, is I guess maybe because there's criticism, I assume there's probably criticism about the movies being a little bit problematic, that they feel the need to
have Meg.
Well, they need to damage control, basically, right? When they get characters will be like, "Hey, that's a problematic thing to say."
Yes.
Yes.
Well, true. Like they still want to have that problematic humor, but they gotta balance and be like, "Hey, that's still wrong." Haha.
Which I feel just makes a little less sense because this takes place in the 90s, yet there are more progressive characters in this show than there are in the movies.
True. Well,
It just goes to show society has gone backwards.
Oh, he has a point.
I think maybe just because it's a 2024 show, though.
Yes, that's a bigger point.
Though, I mean, I think it does make for better dynamics, though, in terms of that you got the one
because you got
character.
the straight character, not straight sexually, but the straight man in the movie terms.
Yeah.
That's
Whereas,
like Meg,
kind of in the movies, everyone's a piece of shit.
Yes.
Even like when Ted gets employed at the workplace just keeps promoting Ted because they like him.
Based.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's how society should run. See, that's merit-based promotions instead of these nonsense quota-based. You have here today.
What are you talking about? All of our promotions are based on
merit.
Yeah. Do you know what a promotion is? Okay.
You know how I'm making the dad point of like these damn immigrants taking our jobs because they're brown.
I don't know what you're on, bro.
See, now he's playing the straight guy.
Yeah, but you're not a racist 90s man, are you?
You don't know that.
Damn.
Okay, well, he's admitting.
Yeah. Are you actually serious that you think that the workplace, they just randomly promote people?
Well, it's not random. They have quotas.
Nah, I've never worked at a place like that.
That means your workplace is good.
Well, yeah, because you have to train people for their position. Shit.
Yes.
Like,
It's more of a high, what do you call it? High position corporate thing.
Okay, but
statistics, bro.
Bring up the statistics. What statistics? You don't have the statistics.
Yeah,
exactly.
I can't tell who brings up the most discourse on the podcast, him or you.
Yeah,
well, you brought it up.
Well, on average.
I do bring things up.
Quite a bit more on average.
I'm making for conversation. It's good. You're going back and forth.
Why are you talking like that?
Oh,
you're getting angry.
You know, Djokovic lost at the Australian Open.
Did he throw his record?
He lost to the Italian guy, Sinner.
Oh, Sinner.
Yeah, so this has nothing to do with the podcast. I just remembered.
Thompson in the other cup.
No. I saw Sinner last year against Tsitsipas, but he lost in that one. So this is kind of unrelated, but shout out to my boy Sinner for beating Djokovic. Because Djokovic is a piece of shit. Like, I can't stand that fucking man.
Spotlight on the comedy thing.
Yeah.
And
there's a comedy thing.
Yeah, they're playing like comedy tennis.
Oh,
I don't know, and he's like friends with Curious now, and it's like a whole new.
see now
Talk about a
that's
duo.
that's merit-based promotion,
What?
as in being promoted in the promotion sense, but not in the job sense. But the merit-based because people think he's funny, even though he's problematic type beat,
No. Djokovic was just the number one player in the world for so many years.
and that.
That's why he's famous. Like that.
But how about the comedy thing? See,
That's the more of just like a
You put a big name on a stage.
yeah.
so he's doing stand-up.
Like they're playing tennis, but it's funny because it's not serious.
So they have
Yeah.
like funny matches.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's all I've seen of the Australian Open because I've been following, unlike other years.
Yeah. This is
And, like,
for some reason.
for-
This is probably the year we should have tuned in because
Right?
Djokovic is getting ass beat.
And for us to only
Damn.
see Djokovic not getting his ass beat, but instead just being on stage anyways, just because it's not a serious game. That's the only thing that I've seen yet so
Yeah.
far. For me not having actively followed it.
Djokovic, am I right?
See, this is discrimination against Eastern Europeans.
No, he's a piece of shit. What do you mean? Also, it's not we're talking about how he keeps winning, but he's a
But
piece
he's
of
losing
shit.
now.
Yeah, because he's bad. He wasn't as
Yeah.
good. Well, he did bad in
He's
this match.
worse now.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Italian guy. Salute.
Yeah.
All right, what was the point of this conversation?
I don't know. I'm losing my mind.
Wait, where did this even come from? From you talking about discourse?
No, because I was talking about conversation. I was like
Yeah.
an Italian gesture. So you're like,
Oh,
oh,
that's
something
it.
Italian.
That could have been
Back to Italian.
that was probably I probably bounced off the Italian gestures.
Back to Ted.
Yeah. Good show. Yeah.
It was funny.
Oh yeah. So I was saying like some of the humor doesn't make sense within the '90s context, I guess,
Yeah.
because it's like from a modern lens.
Time travelers.
There's like they have a whole episode about. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but maybe one of the characters is gay, possibly.
It was
Just
Ted.
throwing it out there. And then there's some stuff about that. But they're also really homophobic in the movies. So I don't really know where they're going with. Yeah, it didn't really
Well,
make
I
much
mean,
sense.
the episode, they didn't. Well, I guess they did establish that Ted and John are somewhat impartial to it.
Well, they were supposed to be allies in the
Yes.
in the show.
See,
But they're pretty
between the movie and the
homophobic.
show, maybe they discovered, fuck them. You know?
Do you think the writers of the show realized, man, we used to be shitty ass people?
No, well, that's probably what it is, right? Like, legit, like
Yes.
it probably was the writers be like,
Seth
oh, we
MacFarlane
kind
was
of
based
fucked.
20 years ago,
Yeah.
10 years ago.
What do you mean? Do you think homophobia is based?
No, but he thought it was based and funny.
We could go into how Seth MacFarlane is just not really.
He's literally Peter Griffin. I've
Ooh,
seen
Family
it.
Guy's not funny. Like, unless wait, do you actually think
Sometimes it's
Family
funny.
Guy's funny?
I mean, why
It's like
would they
it's-
have funny moment compilations if it's not funny?
It's about the equivalent, I reckon. It's like the animated equivalent, like The Big Bang Theory, I reckon.
Yeah, I think it's partially because it's been running for too long.
Yeah.
I will tell you,
They should've
I
stopped,
have
like, 10 years
known
ago.
like at least 2 or 3 people who swear by Family Guy.
See, they like it because they think they're smart.
It's just an archetype for the people who watch Family Guy because they like Family Guy. It's not because it's good.
Ooh.
Not necessarily because it's good.
Yeah.
That means they would like Ted,
Yeah.
the movies.
Well,
Maybe
you know
not
what?
the show because they'd be like, oh my god.
I'll tell you the 2 types of reels from shows that get recommended onto my feed, unless and not excluding
Family Guy funny
sitcoms
moments.
like Friends. It's Family Guy and it's Ted.
Yeah, I don't
See,
get the Family Guy.
The algorithm knows you very well.
Yeah.
See,
Oh.
even if you don't want to watch it, it
Because
knows
I
you.
always
that is
swipe
for
past
you.
it. I don't want to see it.
I get a lot of ads for the TED show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
Recently,
yeah,
yeah, because it's a
They
new
have a
thing.
pretty big marketing budget.
Maybe somehow the algorithm knows you hate Ted. You're like, don't watch Family Guy, but watch the new Ted,
Yeah,
it's not Family
maybe.
Guy.
Yeah.
even though it kind of is.
Yeah.
But with a more.
Which is the
relevant-
least, the part I like the least
Mhm.
about this TED show is it's too much like Family Guy in parts.
They even
Yeah.
have the intro, which is kind of like Family Guy.
Yeah, they do.
Because I think that's Seth MacFarlane's kind of taste of music. He really likes that style.
Well, I think just because that's all
And,
he
like,
knows is
yeah.
just because he did
Sitcom music.
American Dad as well, right? That's
He
his.
might have written for that.
Yeah. He just writes this. But this is a completely different criticism, I guess. But Seth MacFarlane, he just writes the same thing over and over again, right?
Well, people watch it, so it works.
Yeah, fucking dumb Americans. Fucking
They love it.
yeah.
Shout out to Blakeway.
Who's that?
My cousin. What?
Jonesy.
Oh,
Yeah,
American. I bet he
Oh,
loves.
okay. I
does
thought
he
you meant
like-
because he liked Family Guy. I was
Does he like
thinking,
Family Guy?
I don't know.
Does he like Family Guy?
Yank.
He would. Shout out to
Sorry.
Adam.
Do you think that one? He likes Family. He seems like the type of guy who likes
Well,
Family
he
Guy.
told me he loved Ted, so I'm like, all right, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So I bet you like Family Guy.
I do like that one. Edit of the Family Guy with that one song about I got a Glock in my Rari.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
You know, Blakeway and I want to write an album.
Oh, like a Family Guy theme.
Family Guy
album.
album. It's like
Sure.
a comedy rap too.
You're like the Lonely Island, but everyone has to do Family Guy
But
voices.
it is a duo, to be fair. We don't have a name yet. We kind of need a name. So on the day we were like, 4 eyes, Asian eyes, 4 Asian eyes.
We're Asian. For Asian eyes only.
Ooh,
Only.
for your eyes only.
What style of music do you guys do?
I'll probably keep it on the wraps.
Oh, it's classified
No,
information.
he said keep it on the wraps.
Oh,
It's like a burrito.
yeah.
Spit bars. Anyway, back to this show. We keep getting sidetracked.
That's how good Ted is.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
But I
Just
think the
keep
show
getting
is pretty.
sidetracked.
It's got some pretty funny lines. I don't think every joke hits. I think it's some of them don't land. Some of them are decent.
Well, there's a lot of what do you call it? Ted jokes. So like, not poo poo pee pee, but like dicks and cocks.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So,
Which-
so some of them are just
Those
like,
are
good
hit
dick
or
cocks.
miss. I
Yeah.
feel because like the Ted thing, right? It's just like cute teddy bear, but says swear words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says cock a lot. Or
But I like how he might be Jesus. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, there's a funny bit.
I think he is.
Bits.
Yeah.
But he said
Uh,
no when he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Can Ted die?
Well, he did die at the end of the first movie, but then he
Oh,
came
yeah.
back to life.
He is Jesus.
Yeah.
He is Jesus.
He is
okay?
Jesus.
He did
Jesus
his
Christ, yeah.
service. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's why at the end of
Yeah,
Ted
yeah,
2, I think John dies.
But he did.
But he didn't, yeah. Same as the. Anyway, besides the point, pretty good show. I don't know what else there is to talk about. Sorry,
suppose
but I
it
guess
is,
my main
yeah.
point is the moment to moment jokes are pretty good.
Mhm.
The overall package is a little bit generic,
Well,
though,
yes,
I think.
it is a kind of a typical sitcom situation, comedy. Yes, but enjoyable.
But enjoy.
I guess verdict time. Is it
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Righto if you like your Teds, but if you hate your darn woke darn woke agenda, maybe you love this one. Maybe you hate it because you're against the woke agenda. Arguably, the woke agenda may be in this movie, not movie.
What
show.
woke agenda?
See, no one knows what the woke agenda is.
It's like the system, bro.
Yeah,
it's like
the
the
system.
protect the high.
There's like, oh, they're disparaging the woke agenda.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the woke agenda?
Also, wait, okay. Can
They're
we?
in
Can, we
denial.
can I just branch off that quickly and
Alright,
just say, do you remember that thing that people were going? You ever heard the phrase that I like to use this one a lot as a joke? The go woke, go broke thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was very funny because people were saying that about Barbie, and that was the highest grossing movie of the
Yes,
year, like
that's,
by a long way. It was
false
like
prediction.
1.5 bill or whatever. So
Didn't Ben Shapiro say that?
he did.
Yeah, it's Ben Shapiro point.
It literally is the most nonsensical thing, and I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand how you can literally see the figures, the amount of money something's making. It's like, nah, they're broke.
Well, didn't they say it before the figures are out?
No, people were just saying that shit throughout. Like it means nothing.
'Cause they want to say what they think will happen, or like they believe what they want to believe, right?
See, this is
Mhm.
just the conservative people being in denial that things are changing. They have to blame
Yeah.
something, so they have to blame a creation in their collective hive mind.
The hive.
I will always find a way to
The
bring it back to the
hive, yeah.
hive just because it's funny.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. The hive mind is real. Anyway, yeah. If you like Ted, and maybe if you like sitcoms, this might be worth a watch. And maybe if you really like Family Guy, it's just something else to watch besides Family Guy.
Yeah.
Give it a go. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, for my personal taste, 7.
I'm also willing to go with a 7 for this. Pretty
Hell yeah.
good, yeah. I reckon like in terms of like that Family Guy aspect, I don't think the storylines with the other characters are as compelling as whatever the storylines going on with Ted and John would be.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
This
Every
is
now
the
and then
Ted
they'll
show.
do a lot of drama with the other characters, and it's just like, yeah. There's a big subplot to do with like, are they gonna get divorced at one point? That goes for
Yeah.
like 3 episodes. It was like ramping up,
Mm-hmm.
which at that point was like, that's like not a sitcom thing. That's more of like an actual drama
Yeah,
show.
true. But hey,
That
that's
was a little
something
bit
different.
weird. Yeah.
But they kind of did they resolve it? They did not. Kind of no.
I think they did.
Well, at least one of the characters, the mom. They're like, yeah, what do you want, mom?
Well, they kind of resolve it with the episode where the dad gets a truck, right?
Oh yeah, but
I
that's
guess-
about a different issue.
Well, it's more. It's not a direct thing. It's more like his character arc throughout the
Yes,
show,
that
right?
was his
It's just
character
like him getting worse before he gets better.
Before he realizes his mistake,
He's kind of just like a dick.
he's a true American dad. He's a reference to the other show.
America. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this show, American Dad's like a funny alien. So that's kind
Yeah.
of like Ted.
Oh, true.
So like, does Seth MacFarlane make the same thing every time? You tell me. You tell me. I don't know.
Is Ted magic or science?
Well, he's Ted's Jesus.
Yes.
It's a religion.
Yo,
Faith.
I got handed a Scientology
Because
pamphlet
John
yesterday.
prayed to a star, so
Yeah.
How much faith points shall we have?
+2.
Dude.
+2 for Ted. All hail.
But yeah, good show. Check
Okay.
it out. Yeah. All right. Now we get
Next up.
into the big one,
Big one.
the Iron Claw. Where I'm gonna pull up the
Right.
credits just to pay my respects. You know.
Is the iron claw just digging
Foreshadowing.
into your forehead?
My
I think
forehead.
it kind of is, and like
Yeah. And you
applying
just
pressure or whatever,
you're just
right?
Pushing your head down.
My head specifically.
Well, your opponent's head.
Am I the Iron Claw?
If you have done that before, maybe yes.
This film is directed by Sean Durkin, also written by him.
Dirk.
Stars Zac Efron, Jeffrey, Jeremy Allen White, Harris Dickinson, Maura Tierney, Holtz McCallany. I'm bad at names, bro.
American
And
names.
others. This film is a true story of the Von Erich brothers who made history in the WWE in the 1980s.
Yeah.
Did you boys like this movie?
I thought it was good.
I thought it was good.
I thought this movie was a goddamn masterpiece.
Damn.
Wow. This movie,
Did ya?
I thought it was incredible.
Wow.
I was like, damn, how could this even be a true story? This is so
Dramatic.
dramatic, but it is. And I was like, damn.
That's for real, y'all.
Did you boys get emotional during this film?
I did get the emotional points across.
Couple
my
of
mind,
tears
you
going
know?
down your face.
Maybe not tears. Maybe the essence of a teary-eyed moment coming up. I'm like, that's sad. Yeah.
What about you?
Salt,
He
baby.
was eating all the salt.
Salt. Extra salty popcorn.
That's real. That's real.
That absorbed all your liquid,
Yes, that is what that means.
so you didn't cry.
No, he did. That's what he meant by the
So the
extra. The
popcorn
salt. The
absorbed-
salt of his tears kept went into popcorn.
Took you long enough.
Yeah,
Yes,
wouldn't
sir.
the popcorn be already salty?
That's why he said extra. You're not listening to this man. Listen to this
Yeah,
man.
in case you ordered extra salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Extra salty. Hey, I need some extra salt on that, sir. Yes, sir. Starts crying into it.
Yeah.
Goes and
That's
watches the
juice.
Iron Claw, and then comes back out. And he's like, okay.
Give it 2 hours and a beer.
Oh,
I'm pup.
but yeah. God damn, this movie was incredible. Like, whoa. This is probably my favorite movie of the year thus far.
Definitely up there.
Even though it came out last year, but I guess I assume it's not counted towards the award season. Otherwise, it definitely would have been nominated for awards. I reckon next
Yeah, I
year,
mean-
probably.
Did it come out December?
Late bloomer.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
the end of.
Yeah, definitely one of the best ones we haven't so far.
Keep an eye out.
Nothing about bees here.
What?
No bees in this one.
Bees in this one. That is true.
Yeah.
Shall we talk some acting, perhaps? I think everyone is a great performance. And I also like to say, isn't it kind of crazy? We were watching Zac Efron since he was little boy singing in a high school
Yeah.
musical, and now
Now he's a big boy.
big boy singing in a high school musical.
He's singing in the ring.
But genuinely, I think maybe he's low-key become one of the best actors of our generation.
Maybe yeah. What else have he been in recent times?
He was in The Greatest Showman.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was in the Ted Bundy movie,
Not the Ted movie.
not the Ted movie.
Sad. But yeah, he's been
He's
doing well.
probably been in some other dramas.
Yeah, I was searching for Ted and it kept going on with Ted Lasso.
Oh, I've been
Ted
watching Ted
Lasso.
Lasso, by the way.
If only they have a Ted cameo in Ted Lasso.
Damn, Ted Lasso is a much better show than Ted. I mean, even though I
Yeah.
like the Ted show, I mean, Ted Lasso is just a whole different beast, though. That has like the best writers. But anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, so I think Zac Efron was really good.
good
I think
one.
everyone else was also really good. Jeremy Allen White, such an incredible actor. Like, I already know he's amazing from The Bear, and like, damn, he's just such a good actor.
Yeah.
So good. Thought everyone else was also great. Very solid performances all across the board. Also, shout out to the dad. He was a good actor too.
Yeah, he did be dad.
All round stars.
I thought the story of this film pretty incredible, right?
Yeah, it's
like, what a
pretty
It's kind of like
big
an
things happen.
anti-sports movie where it's like, instead of following the typical sports formula, it's just a tragedy and it just gets worse and there's
See,
no
it's the
happiness in this
opposite
film.
of the Rocky movies where he wins and thrives, but this one they lose and
And
die.
wait, don't spoil anything, bro.
Also, that happens in Rocky as well. So not the complete opposite.
But yeah, this movie, damn. It's just like, the writing's perfect in this movie. I don't like, there's like literally nothing wrong with it. It's just like,
Yeah.
the dynamics are really interesting. The flow of the film, you know, pacing, it all makes sense. It's all done in a logical sense, well edited, you know.
I thought there was some. What was I gonna say?
Mate, you've taken too many head concussions, mate. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been in the ring recently, you know. See, I felt like some of the relationship with the brothers aren't explored enough, or rather,
What do you mean? That's the entire movie.
yeah, but like they only have some moments of like one-on-one being like, yeah, we're talking, we know what's up, but that's it, and then they cry.
Okay, well, I don't know what you mean by that because I'd probably disagree.
I say not enough exploration.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Genuinely,
We'll talk
We'll
about.
talk about
We'll talk
spoilers,
about it.
but yeah, because I would say that the complete opposite. I think all of the relationships explored really well, and that's why it's like
Mhm.
such an emotional movie. You get to see all the dynamic between the brothers, and like, damn, they'd be real brothers. They'd be out here.
They do be brothers.
They'd be out here, and the pressures from the dad. They're like, damn, be like that. We out here, and it just gets worse. Sad.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it would be silent.
None.
No thoughts.
It was, I
No
mean, it's
thoughts.
good. Yeah.
I think it's well shot.
Yes, it
It's
is.
very nice.
It was.
Shot on film.
It
Probably.
looks good. Nice and warm, and kind of vintage, because it's according with the times. With the
Yeah.
movie, it's in the early '80s.
It's a little bit of black and white too.
Oh, it's some black and white parts for some before the '80s times.
Yeah, yeah.
Real nice, good choices of color, usage of lighting.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
Me too.
Yeah. What's next? Do they have any VFX?
Well, it probably is, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
but
the
it
movie
looks
look
good.
good,
It
look
looks
good, good
you
looking
know.
movie, looking stuff.
Practical wrestling, I assume.
Yeah, I assume too. Like I don't think there was
Practical
CGI
wrestling.
men running around, but
Yeah. Good choice of soundtrack,
yeah,
and with align with the with late '70s, early '80s type rock music, popular music.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
cool stuff.
Cool stuff. You want to add anything before we do spoilers?
Y'all are too not consistent. Was too detailed.
Well, I don't think-
Hell yeah.
Lot of information. Very good review.
All right, all
Mm,
right.
I'm
let's-
here for the emotional support.
Let's talk to the spoilers.
gotta talk about
then,
the
shall we?
emotions.
Let's talk the spoilers.
Yes.
All right, spoilers then. Holy shit, bro! They all fucking die.
They did.
I didn't know anything about the
Except-
story before
Neither
watching
did
the
I.
movie. Yeah,
I only knew about Ric Flair.
I thought that Jeremy Allen White's character dies, but I was wrong. No, I was right, but like I didn't know he was
Not
alive. I thought he's the
immediately.
only person that dies, and he dies earlier.
Oh,
But no, he dies at the very end.
yeah, because the trailer
Mm.
made it seem so.
Yeah, from the trailer. God damn, God, just what a tragic story, bro. It's like,
To be the cursed family, as they put it in the movie.
well, I guess let's start with that's an interesting point, right? There's
Yeah.
a kind of concept of like the free choices and what versus like a curse,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
whether or not it is curse or whether or not it's more choices. And it's like it's probably more characters making certain decisions, like the dad being a
Yeah.
prick.
He's being supportive father.
Don't think he was. He never supported his siblings, his sons at any point.
He was pushing them to succeed.
But what about the emotional support?
That's
Go
what I'm
talk to your
for.
mother.
That's for what your brothers are for.
Yeah, that's what your brother's for.
Yeah, the mother was like, that's also what your brothers are for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
that's real.
Affirmation thing.
Yeah, it's a bit of that forceful parenting you got there, and that pressure leading to negative life choices
Yeah.
and taking risks that may be too big. You know, with expectations there. We can all relate to expectations of succeeding.
Yeah,
Have we succeeded, boys?
No.
No.
We in that boat.
I mean,
We're in that downward
no,
spiral,
you know what?
even though we
That downward
never
spiral.
succeeded at anything in life.
Nah, you know what? Success is subjective. Once we
That's
feel
true.
we've gotten up to our goal, then we have succeeded. And what is our goal? To do nothing. If we've done nothing, then we've succeeded.
Yo, that's a good loophole you got there.
Bet Ted would agree.
It's just I'm just saying the fact.
Facts. Yeah.
See, their goals were to be world heavyweight champion. They never got to that.
No.
No. Because they all died.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, damn. Tragic shit. What else said it? I feel like this is a movie you should just go watch. You know, just go watch it. You'll probably like it.
See, let me talk about that thing I was talking about.
Oh yeah, what the
See,
fucking
what I
bullshit
felt
was this?
was missing was that build up to the tragedy. There is a build up, but
Which
it was
tragedy?
all the tragedies. So they do. I was saying like, yeah, they don't show enough moments of connection. While they do, most of it is not 1-to-1. You get me?
What?
They're all surrounded with events of them supporting each other, and that's fine. And then there's montages of things happening and leading towards the downward spiral. But it's in the montage. Even though I like montages, I feel like they need to focus on more points in that montage.
But isn't that the whole point? It's like how they bond through wrestling. Because they
Yeah.
say like, oh, my dad says we're cursed, but he said to protect the family through wrestling or whatever.
Yeah. But then you got this jump of them suddenly being tired of wrestling, I guess, and tired of the pressure. Which is understandable. And then we got the downward spiral.
Wait, who? Who are they?
Kind of everyone.
But no one
first
else is
off-
wrestling. It was just the two brothers.
Yeah, but then we got the guy with the leg. Bear man.
Yeah, but he's not really. Oh, he kind of. Yeah.
Well, yeah, then he
Well, no,
got
he's not tired
accident.
of wrestling. He wants to be better.
Yeah, but then he, I know,
That's
rode
way.
too fast
Yeah,
on his
that's way
motorcycle and
later
died.
in the movie, though. That's after the brother dies.
Yeah, so that took a toll on everyone, right?
Yeah.
That was a moment. hmm
So you're talking about before or like after the first tragedy? I'm kind of
In
confused.
between all that, there's moments in there where they all kind of just, maybe in real life they didn't explore it together.
What do you mean by
Yeah.
I don't actually. You're using very vague terms, and we're in spoilers, so you can go into the specifics
All
of
right.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
See, in the montage, they wrestle, sure, they bond. Yeah, but they don't show scenes of where there's a bit more conflict between maybe the dad and the show pressure. They show that like once.
They show that from the very start of the movie with the like when they're having breakfast,
Yes.
and like throughout, they'll just be. It's not like they have to specifically sit you down and go, the dad has pressure or whatever. There'll just be moments where the dad just goes, yeah, and he's going to be into like the son who's not interested in wrestling. He's going to become a wrestler. He'll just casually say that and stuff like that.
Yes.
That's you already, because you already know. It's like, yeah. And Zac Efron guy is like, spends a lot of the start of the movie trying to convince his parents to leave him out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. What
But I want more.
do you mean you want more?
I want more of that.
Well, how are you going to fit that within the runtime? It's a pretty long movie.
Is it like
Okay.
2 hours?
I think it's over 2 hours. Iron Claw. 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel like I want more.
You want more?
I want more of that. Not enough for me.
Okay.
But it was a good amount. It could be more.
Okay.
That's what I feel. But I still feel the build up. See, the more part can add to that build up of like extreme tension to the point where they die. Because I feel
What?
like before that point where they don't decide to die, or some do. I feel like it's slowed down just before the point
Oh,
where they die.
I
and
think
then
I
they
know
die.
why you're thinking that. Because there's a time where they stop talking to each other.
Yeah.
Because he's angry that his brother gets to do the thing. And they
Maybe
address
that's one
that
thing,
at the
yeah.
wedding. Where he's like, oh, I was upset with you, but let's be closer or whatever. But then it's too late. That's an actual important part of the movie that maybe you just wanted them to be nicer to each other, but that's not the case. It's because of it is because of the pressure that they kind of drifted apart at points. And I think that kind of adds more to Zac Efron's character. Of like he kind of slowly starts kind of moving away from that life, from that
Yeah.
point where his
Yeah.
brother was chosen anyway. Because from then on, it's just like trauma, and also he can't wrestle.
That might be one of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
True point.
So I think the point it's because it's not really. I don't know when you say build up, it's like. I mean, it was what's the term? Telegraph that he was probably going to die, right? Because he was like throwing up at the wedding, and he had like
Yeah.
so
Those are
something was
signs, yeah.
wrong and whatnot. But like, I don't know in terms of. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Is that the part you were talking about?
Well, that's the first death, right?
Yeah.
See, after that, it was just consecutive deaths.
Yeah.
So there's no more build up on that.
What do you mean by build?
It's the emotional heightening.
What do you like in terms of what? The characters acting
characters'
emotional?
conflict.
Like the character.
Well, they do.
Well,
act
because that's the
emotional.
thing, right? They're not meant to be emotional, so they're not.
They're ignoring.
So
Yeah.
that was part of that, right? And that's why they'd go to such extremes, right?
Yeah, they're
Because they
ignoring
have
the
no way to emotionally
emotions.
express themselves. What? Yeah.
True with Zac Efron. Yeah.
Because they don't talk. Because that's the thing. They don't really talk to each other about like emotional stuff because they're told not to. Because that's what being a man's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's homosexual,
They should learn to be a solo man.
as they would say at certain times.
Gotta work it hard to be a solo man. Not sponsored.
It's a
The
fake song by Solo. But yeah, that was my qualms with it. I wanted more, but it might not suit the story. But if I was director, I would.
you just make up shit.
I'll make shit up
Yeah, but I feel
because
like
it's based on a real story,
yeah,
not real.
yeah. But I feel like that detracts from. Because yeah,
Not real life, or not true enough to life.
yeah.
So detract.
Because I feel like it shows like this is a family that's like
Dysfunctional.
pretty
Yeah, I was thinking in the more of like character bonding to a point where we can have some conflict resolution, but in real life that doesn't happen.
yeah, this you're not going to get
Yeah.
any resolution. Though I think this movie does have a great resolution though in terms of an actual emotional resolution, but it's unfortunately it's fictional, right?
Yes.
Where Zac Efron imagines his brother meeting the rest of his brothers.
Yeah, in death.
Yeah. And that scene where I was fucking sobbing, I was like, holy shit. Because that is a form of, I guess, resolution in terms of just like in
They're
movie
having
structure or
peace.
whatever.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, because they didn't really actually get a proper in real life. So like, yeah, that's fucking sad shit, bro.
Mm.
Also, when he has his family, he's like, I used to have brothers. That was sad, bro.
Yeah, that was sad.
Then his kids were like, yo, you can cry, it's all good. And I was like, bro.
We cry too.
Based children.
Together
for
we
once.
cry.
We cried together.
We cry together. The song.
Is there anything else to add?
One addition.
What's your addition?
Plus one.
Equals 2?
Yes.
All right.
Righto.
Let's get into
Verdicts.
the verdict of this film.
It's a good one. Good drama. Based on real events. I love how it looks. I like how it goes. And yeah, good acting. Good all that. But besides my personal directorial qualms, it's pretty good. So I'll give it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
It's a good film. Rar. They
Oh,
get
Iron
that
Claw,
iron
yeah,
claw.
rar.
And cool.
Oh yeah. It's a tight grip. And that tight grip makes it look like a 9.
Oh, Ric Flair was
Nice.
funny.
Yeah, Ric Flair was funny. That's true. I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10.
Fuck
10 out
yeah.
of 10,
A
boy.
masterpiece. I reckon if you're gonna see any movie thus far this year, I think this
This
is the one.
Made out. It's a claw that doesn't have any carbon or air in it, because it's iron.
Yeah. So that's a combined average score of what? 8 point.
No, 9.2 ish. No, yeah, is it?
Around 9, right? You gave it an 8.5. Surely
Yes.
raise it to a 9.
It's
Can we get
9.
it to a 9.5 total?
Can we?
If I raise it to a 9.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
it would be like
Oh,
9.3.
no, 9.3.
I'll give it 9.
I can't brain
All
anymore.
right. He raised it to a 9 and give it a 9.3. That's pretty good, I think. Pretty good.
Yeah, you know. That's
Have we
top one of the year.
ever given 10s across the board to a film?
I think once or something.
Have
maybe.
we? What
What's a
film
good
was that?
movie? Like maybe a year ago, a couple
The only
years
film
ago.
I remember. Oh, did we give Godzilla a 10?
You're
Might
always
have.
a 10.
-1.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, no.
I'm not
I
talking about
think
Godzilla vs. Kong, right?
Someone definitely said,
Yeah.
I'll give it a 10 minus 1, right?
Oh.
That was probably you. That
Probably
sounds like
me.
something you'd say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then that was almost a 10, probably.
Almost.
I gave John Wick a 10, but I don't know if
Yes.
you guys did.
I probably did not.
No. We're still waiting for that perfect Unholy Trinity score.
That's real.
So make that movie for us. And
Please
we'll
don't
give it a
like the
show.
score we gave it.
All right, thank you guys. We'll be seeing you in the next episode on Spotify, Apple Podcast. You can also, if you want to contact us, hit us up at unholy.pod on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Same as our TikTok.
Yes, sir. And check out the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, the YouTube channel.
For anticipate Jack's next
The
game
last of
review.
3 if
Last
I
of
get
Us
around to finishing the game, yeah.
They
Player's
do.
perspective. Coming back.
Baby, come back.
Player's perspective, y'all should check this.
We review games. That's our objective.
Big PP, small PP. These people need me.
Did you get this game on the next episode?
Yo.
Stay tuned.
Bye bye.
See yous. Ha 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 ha.